pharmaceuticals are wrong. If you're on them, you should probably get off of them. But don't just do this arbitrarily. Talk to, well, actually, no, don't talk to a professional. I'll put a link. There are people that can help you safely taper off medications, okay? Just like there are people that can help you if you took that vaccine. There are people that can help you with the symptoms of that. They can help you, like, detox your body. I know with the mRNA thing, it's a little bit more complicated. My friend, a really good friend of mine that got that, and she said that the only thing that helps her is weed. Yeah, because it's a fucking plant. So yeah, if you took that, you probably should just do as many natural drugs as you possibly can to counteract the negative side effects of the fake medicine, okay? So yeah, if you take fake medicine, you just need to replace it with real medicine. Don't tell them that I'm a shaman. Don't tell them that. One of my fans said that about me. He was like, you just sound like a shaman. Yeah, that's a little bit controversial in the West because, like, Western medicine is such a joke. I mean, don't get me wrong. Novocaine's good. Fucking, open heart surgery. Optometry, dentistry. Like, there are some things about modern society that aren't horrible. You just gotta follow the money, and you gotta follow the intentions, and you gotta follow the Jewishness, okay? No, but seriously, like, you gotta follow, like, the narcissism of those people. Like, I highly doubt that optometrists have a narcissism problem, or dentists, you know? Probably because, like, when you work on somebody's teeth, or if you examine somebody's eyeballs, like, they have specific technology for that. They have specific procedures that actually work, okay? You get what you pay for. Like, what general practitioner can say that shit? Okay, they just fucking stab you with poison, and then they throw poison at you in order to deal with all the side effects of the other poison. And yeah, I go hard on society because it really is society's fault that these people are upheld, you know? And if they paid any attention to their experience, they would notice that things are more than just a little bit off, okay? So, like the parents of children that took some kind of jab, and I'm not talking about the recent stuff, I'm talking about, you know, since the 90s they've been pushing this shit, okay? I had to take all that shit for 20 years. So I know that I'm injured from that crap because I paid attention to it. My parents didn't, though, because they were too busy watching TV. But guess what? There are parents that don't watch TV, or maybe they watch a little bit of it, but not too much of it, and they notice, oh, hey, my kid's acting weird. Ever since they got stabbed with that stuff that I was told they had to get in order to go to the government indoctrination center known as public school, I can't help but notice that they're bouncing off the walls and they can't stop banging their head. You know, like, you see this with babies where they're like banging their head against a crib. I ripped my hair out. I had a bald spot in my head because I just kept pulling my hair. So, you know, it's so obnoxious that people that don't pay attention, they're not only not paying attention to their experience, they're not even paying attention to what's happened to their children. That's really fucked up, you know? And so they get their kids on medication in order to deal with the side effects from the shots. And, you know, a lot of these kids are poor. Something I noticed is that, like, you know, kids that grew up poor, you know, they don't have any interest in medication in their adulthood. It's all these, like, rich kids and, like, it's mainly suburban white kids that swear by medication because their life has just been so hard living in, you know, the upper middle class. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that everybody has their struggles, and I think that for a lot of these kids, it's neglect. You know, their parents put them in front of a TV, they put them in front of a game controller, they put them in front of a computer. Now they're putting them in front of smartphones and tablets and all that shit. And it's like, just abort your kids, dude. If you're not gonna have kids, I mean, I don't agree with abortion either, but it's fucked up that, like, our society is the way that it is because of neglect, because people aren't paying attention to what's happening. They're not paying attention to themselves, they're not paying attention to their children. And that's exactly why mass shootings happen, okay? Like, I just watched this really long video about the most recent school shooting involving this chick, some 15-year-old girl in Wisconsin. She was obsessed with school shooters. Probably because she wanted to get her parents' attention, but her parents, like, didn't even notice. They didn't even notice, like, how fucked up she was. You know? All these kids are so fucked up because of the smartphones that all of their parents keep giving to them. And nobody wants to talk about the correlation between, like, technology, medication, depression, anxiety, all this shit. They don't want to talk about how all these different aspects of our culture that everybody's totally fine with, nobody questioned it at all, they just went along with it. I will shame you. I will shame you because you want to act like you care about stuff like that. You care about gun violence. No, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't. If people cared about gun violence, they would talk about more than politics. They would talk about the culture that inspires this sort of behavior. Okay? Like, so much of our culture cultivates this very antisocial, narcissistic attitude. And you know, narcissism is the main reason why people don't want to do anything about it. Because not only do they not want to be inconvenienced, but it's their ego. You know, it's their fucking ego. And it's just really sad that people don't give more of a fuck about their children to, like, make better choices.